Hi guys, welcome into the craft room. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. What day is it? It's one of those weeks it's like, what day is it? Happy Tuesday. Did I flip it? Yes, I did flip it. Okay. Welcome to Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs by Sue. My name is Susan and I am so glad that you are here with me in the craft room. We're going to do another fun project real quick with one of our 70% off transfers, you guys. So come on in. Come on into the craft room and let's whip this up real quick. I realized I've been thinking about, I think for like several weeks about, I need to buy a baking shirt because we usually have a baking day. And I didn't do it because I thought I need to find out whether my daughter wants one or not. And I just never did it, never got around to it. And then it dawned on me, oh my gosh, I never had a baking shirt. And I can't believe I've never had a baking shirt, which is crazy. I'm a very themed person, so that's kind of crazy. So I have everything I need here to whip one up, so why don't we just go ahead and make one? I don't know whether I'll have a baking day this year or not, because the way it's looking right now, it's not going to happen. So that's okay. That's all right. I can make a shirt this year and I'll have it ready for next year. Anyway, come on in to the craft room and join me. When you hop on, if you will hit that heart button and just say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I love it when you guys join me on my videos. It makes it feel like I'm crafting with friends. And in my opinion, it's much more fun to craft with friends. So come on in and join me. Even if you're catching me on the replay, I would love to have your comments because I always go back and check them. So let's get started. I do show that I am live, so I'm going to pull up comments over here on my iPad to make sure I can see y'all because, okay, I'm not seeing it. It says I'm live, but I'm not seeing the video. Let's see. That says live and this says live, but it's not showing it. I'm going to have to come out and come back in. Hang on a second, guys. Let's see. Goodness. Let's see here. There we go. Now I can see. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let me just pull up a real quick link for you guys. So if you have not followed my page, you would not know that we are having a humongous end of year, after Christmas, end of year blowout, going out with a bang sale with 70% off of lots of our holiday transfers, not just Christmas, but holiday transfers. We had kits and surfaces. So we had all kinds of stuff. And we are selling out like crazy already. So I wanted to go ahead and show a couple of the ones that I have that I haven't shared with you guys yet that are included in the sale. So that's what we're going to do today. So let me just pull this up. I'm going to put a link in the comments, and I have a link in the description to the transfer that we're using today. And it is called Freaking Jolly, which if you were with me or if you go back on my page, you'll be able to see it. Several weeks ago, I did a project with this because it was just so cute. And, you know, it's just fun. I actually have given this as a gift, but today we're going to use this one. Oh, snap, right? I mean, how perfect is that? I wanted to show you some of the other ones that are in there too. And if you click on the link, so you get this whole transfer. You get all 6 of these designs on one transfer for, what did I say, guys? $8? I mean, that is crazy. I cannot even believe. And I apologize for being a couple minutes late. Of course, as soon as I got ready to hop on, you know, I got text from two different people in my family. I got a call and then a text. So that's just the way it works. But I have pinned that in comments. So anything that I'm showing you and all the 70% off is, there's a link in the comments if you're curious and you want to check it out for yourself. But look at all these you get. Look at all these cute designs. I mean, this is a little sassy, but you know, we can still have some fun, right? And be cute. None of it's too bad, but I've seen lots of different projects with all of these. I did not get to use all of them. I got to use this one. I got to use this one. And today we're going to use this one, but I didn't even get to use these yet. I'm still going to do a project with them. I just may not get to share it on here with you guys. So, but I just wanted to show you, these are all the ones that you get in your set when you get the transfer. It is an amazing deal, you guys. And once it's gone, it's gone. 70% off. It usually sells for $26.99. And it's on sale for $8.10. I mean, that is crazy. And they make cute little signs too. So for example, what I was going to do with them when I got them, my whole intention was like to put them on some little signs like this. So that's, let's see if that tells me the size. It says it's 8.45 by 8.45. This little sign that I got. I mean, you could do that and then just add a little bit more fun to it. I actually did this one on one of the metal, the galvanized metal. You can go back on my page. It's the videos there and I believe a picture. And I actually may have actually had it in the reel that I did today too. I did it on a little galvanized sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. So, you know, there's all kinds of ways you can use this, but it's so cute. We are just going to use this old snap and make a shirt. Okay, so I am going to, and it is not sold out yet. So obviously I had the shirt already. I did grab this. Just get your shirts from wherever you like them. This is a long sleeve one. I got it from Walmart. Just wherever you like to get your shirts, whether it's long sleeves, short sleeves, a sweatshirt. Usually when I'm baking, we get hot. You know, you get that oven going, it gets hot. So I could probably even do a short sleeve if I wanted. But this is what I had on hand, so this is what we're going to use. I've gone ahead and put my ink mat inside. That just helps with two things. Number one, it's sticky, so it keeps my shirt in place, my fabric in place when I go to do my project. But then also it makes it so that none of the ink bleeds through. So these are reusable silk screen transfers. You can reuse them up to a dozen times, maybe even more if you take really good care of them. Keep this silk screen area clean. And you can use them with chalk paste, ink, which we sell both of those, or etching cream. Those are the things that you can use them with safely. I am going to use some of my ink today. I'm going to use our Signature Couture Teal because that's been what I have been I've been in that retro vibe this year, so I've been using a lot of teal in my Christmas decorating just because I have teal all throughout my house. And that's what I love about making projects on my own, is that I get to choose what color scheme to use. And then I have this really cute shimmer copper. We don't have every shimmer color in ink, but we have several of them. Gold, silver, copper, that might be it. Oh, maybe, I don't know. I feel like there might be one more, but I'm not 100% sure. But so I'm just going to use these two because this is what I have. And I feel like it's a gingerbread, guys, so we have to have, I just need that copper feel. So we are going to go ahead and get started, guys. This is not going to take long. Not long at all, because I'm not going to do the heat pressing. What I'll do is once I've done the project, I let it dry, and then I heat press it with my heat press, or you can use an iron. I was using an iron last night because I had a little small project that I'm making as a gift. How cute is that? I just got a little cheap makeup bag from Dollar Tree and inked with one of my other transfers. And this, I'm going to give this with a little gift card in it to my hairdresser, which, don't look at my hair today. I just washed it and combed it, and that was it. Did nothing to it. So it's not her fault. But yeah, I just figured that would be a cute little gift. And I didn't get to see her right before the holidays. So it's been several weeks since I saw her. So I'm just going to run that by to her, and I'm sure she's going to appreciate it anytime. But you can use an iron. That was my point with that, is you can use an iron. You don't have to have a heat press. You can use an iron. Okay, so I am taking my transfer off the backer sheet, which is where they live when I'm not using them. Normally, if I was doing this on a sign or something like that, I would fuzz it because, as you can see, it's sticky, which is what you want. You want it self-adhesive. That way it stays in place wherever you're using it on, whatever surface you're using it on. And, oh, hello, is it I can't see. Oh, I cannot see. Let me see if I can pull it up over here. It's either Shannon or Sharon. I couldn't see. It's hiding it now. Oh, goodness. I cannot see it. I think it is Sharon. Thanks for joining me, Sharon. It is sticky, and we want it to be sticky. But normally, if I'm going to use one of my transfer for a shirt, I like to do it on the very first time I'm using it because it's super sticky, and that's what I want. So, as you know, I have the ink mat in there. I'm going to flip this around so I can line it up. I have one of those little guides. Half the time I don't use it because I just feel like it takes more work. And you know me, I like to eyeball stuff. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but I do not wash my fabrics before I ink on them. They are perfectly fine unless for some reason you feel like it needs to be washed. I do not wash them beforehand. They're just ready to go. And then I am going to try my best to just line this up. And I usually choose about 3 or 4 fingers from the top as to where I place it. That seems to be a pretty good, pretty good measurement, eyeballing measurement. if that helps you. So just bear with me a moment. This is always the longest part of the whole process, is getting it lined up on the shirt, or getting your getting my transfer lined up and down. Finding the middle. I usually look to see where they've printed, or if it's a tag, where that is, so I can see where the middle of the shirt is. And then I just kind of say, oh, does that look like that's the middle? That looks like that's the middle. So give me just a moment. I'm gonna make sure it's straight. If it's not, guess what, guys? I'm probably the only person that's going to be able to see that. That looks pretty straight to me. Maybe a tiny, tiny, tiny bit crooked. I mean, I could measure, I could get out my guide. You do whatever works for you. When you're making a project, do what works for you, okay? I hope you guys have had a great Tuesday. Did you have off or did you have to work? I am so thankful I did not have to work at the doctor's office, which I only help out here and there. I can't imagine going into work yesterday. I would have been a zombie, and really not all week. So I'm just doing whatever I can in between family. My daughter's here, her boyfriend's here. You know, of course my boys are around, my husband's off. So I'm just doing it around anything we might be doing. So if I have a minute and I can come up here and do a project with you guys, I will. If I can't, then I'll post something else for you. I'll post you a video or something so you can see it. And then next week we'll get back to normal. So I am just happy that I get to do this with you guys. Okay, so as you can see, it looks pretty straight to me. I think it's pretty straight. Like I said, if it's not, nobody's going to pay attention to it. All right, so once I have it placed where I'd like it, I just smooth it out, make sure I have no bubbles, that I have good contact, and then just kind of look through your silk screen, make sure you don't have anything like a big, sometimes you might get a piece of lint or fuzz, or in my case, either my hair or my dog's hair. So just make sure you don't have that in your silk screen area so you can get the best image possible. And when you're working with ink, just remember it's not forgiving. So with chalk paste, it washes off, right, with anything. If I'm using ink, if I get it, it could stain, so I just need to try to be really careful. I'm going to do all of this in my Couture Teal, which I love, our signature color and one of my very, very, very favorites. And then I'm just going to do the gingerbread guy in the shimmer copper. So let me get one of my squeegees, or two squeegees. That's all we need, one for each color. And we'll just get started. I'm going to go ahead and do my little gingerbread guy first. With ink, you don't have to move quite as fast as you do with chalk paste. Our chalk paste dries in about 5 minutes or less. But with the ink, it takes a little bit longer. Plus, it soaks into the fabric. So you don't have to worry about it drying in the silk screen. So I'm sticking. I'm actually going to just take it right off the lid, you guys. So just try to be careful that you don't get it on someplace you don't want it. And as you can see, it's super, super simple. If you can butter bread or smear a bagel, you guys, you can do this. So I'm just putting it on over the silk screen, and then I'm just pulling off any extra, because it just takes a light covering. Plus, I don't want to waste any of my ink. I like to keep as much of it as possible. And I don't know whether it's going to need a second coat or not, so I'm going to let it sit on it for just a few minutes while I do the other one, and then I might go over it one more time just to see if it needs a little bit more. Because you know how it is with fabrics. Depends on the fabric. Sometimes it sinks in. And let's see if I can get the lid off of this. I've had this happen a couple times. This happened last night with my paint. I feel like my hands are getting weaker, you guys. That's just a product of older age, I guess. All right, so here's my teal. Guys, I love this. You know, I love it. And I think it's gonna look cute together, this complement. And I love the teal with the red anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get it on there. Can you guys believe we are only a few more days away from the end of the year? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I had so many projects, still Christmas projects that I wanted to get done that I didn't. Let's Story of my life every year. Every single year. I always bite off more than I can chew. Do you guys do that too? You heard that expression before? Now our weather was a little better. I'm in North Carolina. I'm about 15 miles outside of Raleigh. And today it got in the higher 40s. And I think it felt warmer. The wind wasn't blowing. And I think tomorrow it's going to be in the 50s. Guys, by the weekend it's supposed to be in the 60s again. And I think next week, one day, we're actually going to have 70s. You know, last week we were in the teens. I mean, it's just crazy. Are you guys having that crazy weather? I don't like it when it does that. I wish it would just pick one and stay one way or another. But a lot of people like that. Then they feel like, oh, I got a little taste of the cold, but didn't have to deal with it all winter. Or, oh, I got a little taste of the warm, but I didn't have to deal with it all the time. So, what's that saying? You can make some of the people happy some of the time, but you can't make all of the people happy all the time. I personally want to see some snow. To me, winter should be snow, although I do not come from an area where there was a lot of snow. The area I grew up in and have lived, and then we've lived in North Carolina for so many years, lots and lots of years. We moved to North Carolina in 1992. So I, have never had a lot of snow where we've lived. All right, so it basically is done at this point, you guys, but I'm going to go over it one more time. You see? I'm going to go over it just one more time just to make sure. I really want my color to stand out, especially since it's a shimmer, you guys. You know I love my shimmer. Now, my husband would be thrilled if we lived somewhere where it was warm all year round and we just traveled to someplace maybe cold and snowy just at Christmas time and then left it behind. Really, right now, he's like, why don't we just go away somewhere warm for Christmas? Well, we still have kids at home, that's why. They're not into that. But I imagine that's what we'll probably be doing if we're not visiting them. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. All right, I'm going to go over my blue one more time too, just because I really want it to stand out. But this is optional. One coat usually would do it. And once I'm done with this, I let it dry. Some people speed it up with a blow dryer. I don't usually do that. I usually just set it aside, and then I'll have several projects that need heat setting, and I'll do them all at the same time. But I let it dry at least 24 hours. It's usually longer than that, I'll be honest with you. And then I will heat press it. I got a heat press last year for Christmas. That was my big gift I had asked for. And I love, love, love it. Makes everything so fast. And once I heat press it, it'll be ready to wash, dry, and go. I usually just go ahead and wear it. I don't even wash it then. But once I go to wash it, I'll be fine. And it'll last forever. It will not fade. And it will be just like, it'll actually even be better than vinyl. I don't know if you've ever purchased a vinyl shirt. They're nice in the beginning, but they a lot of them seem like it wears off when you wash them and dry them. So always check your fingers before you go to pull your transfer off, because if you, somehow I don't, if you have any ink on it, you might accidentally get it on another spot of the shirt. But just make sure that you don't have any on your hands before you pull off your transfer. So here it is, guys, my favorite part, the funnest part. Ready? We're gonna peel and review. So I'm just gonna hold my shirt down and pull my transfer back. And you guys are gonna be amazed. Hopefully you'll like it as much as I do. I always get excited every time. Look at this. Look at this. Now I'll wash that in the sink with water, just cool water, and actually I use a board eraser, but it's basically a special sponge that we have. You don't have to have that, but look at that, guys. Is that not adorable? Look at that. Look at our little guy. Now, I have been using this lately. I don't know if you've seen this. I used it yesterday on my Christmas tree, and I've used it on a project I did last week with the naughty, Santa Defined Naughty. But I'll probably take my white puff paint, and I'm going to go in and do the little in between. You don't have to. I just like to do a little extra, but I'm going to give him a little bit of icing on him. So I will use my fabric puff paint that I got from Michael's probably, and just do his eyes, nose, and buttons, just so it kind of stands out even more. But look how cute that is, y'all. Let me know if you like that. Hit that heart button if you like it, and let me know in comments what you think of it. That's it, guys. That's the project for today. This transfer, along with those other 5 that come along with it, it's what we call a C-size transfer. They're 12 by 18, so it's pretty big. And you get 6 designs that you get to play with. And if you can use each one of them a dozen times, do the math. 6 times 12, what is that, 72? You could do 72 projects. So you could give them as gifts, make them to sell, just make a new one every year, whatever it is you want to do. And let me tell you, this looks adorable on, do I have one? I don't think I have one over here, but it looks adorable on a cutting board. So we actually, I might have a Christmas tree one. Oh, do I still? Let me see if I still have a Christmas tree one. Y'all, I'm staying cozy. I'm just keeping all my sweatshirts and, oh, I can't find it. And sweats. I'm not even putting real clothes on. I'm probably going to regret it when I go to put real jeans back on again. But this looks adorable on a cutting board, and you can just set it on your counter or give it as a gift. But it's so cute. It's so cute. And I do have an option for wood cutouts. If you're interested in that, just send me a message, and I'll be glad to tell you where I can get wood cutouts. And basically what that is, I'll show you what it would cut out, because I will be doing a project with that. You guys just won't get to see it because obviously we're at the end of the, I think I have one. Let me see. I think I have one because we're obviously at the end of the season, so I just can't get all the projects in. But let's see, that's pretty, oh, here it is. So this is what they call a wood cutout, and if you look, it's got all of that, and you would do it over top of it, and then you would take this and put it on something, whether it would be one of those signs I was showing you, or we have these sized. These are fabulous for these kind of projects. I mean, those fit in here perfectly. So these are our box frames, our 5x5 box frames, but you could even do it on this and then put it on there as well. So if you need any help figuring out okay, Susan, I got one, but what do I do with it? Please feel free to message me. That's what I'm here for. I love to inspire you or to help you out. It feels good to be able to do that. If we can, I love getting inspired by other crafters, and I hope I do that for you too. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday evening, and I'm not sure when I'll be back on again, but stay tuned. I did get a box in the mail with some of my goodies, so maybe I'll show you those. Guys, I have winter stuff still I want to show you. We're going to start after the first of the year. I have Valentine's stuff in that I want to share with you guys because a lot of people are already making their Valentines. So I'll be back sharing that with you, but maybe I'll at least give you a sneak peek on what I've gotten in the mail so that we can see what we have to look forward to. Until then, plus I've got a couple snowmen, guys. We've got some snowmen. I've got snowflakes. We got to do some stuff. We got to do some fun stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday night and a good start to your Wednesday. And until I see you next time, be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. All right, guys, have fun. See you soon.